here is part 4 of the Battle of Sourdevaux in France. Now, I paused it right here, and I just kind of got up close to my officer, so you could look at him just kind of slaughtering people with his MP40. Now, this is towards the very end of the battle, and well, my officer has just hunted down this Sherman tank that killed a bunch of our troops, and he's going to destroy it with a single bundle grenade. Let's start up this thing. He destroys the Sherman with a single grenade. Well, bundle grenade. It's an upgraded grenade. Now, he's going to finish off the remaining troops around this area. Here he has some assault troops behind him, some stormtroopers, and they're engaging these riflemen over here. Now, those riflemen were just burned away by a flamethrower. Right here, let's look at that flamethrower. Now, the Pioneer right here is probably carrying the Flame and Breath of 42, which was the last model flamethrower during the war. Now, it was a very unique flamethrower because it fired, tar and fire. The tar stuck to the person, and since tar is flammable, the person would stay on fire no matter what. My officer has probably been following him around. They're going to end the battle up here. Now, they're fighting. He is fighting the machine gun up here. Although, the Pioneer, who had the flamethrower, died somewhere right over here from this Sherman here. Now, the Sherman ignores my officer and fires at stormtroopers who are coming up soon. Let's see if we can find them. Nope. But they will be up here soon. Now, my officer is moving up into here so he can have some cover away from the MGs. Now, here's another flamethrower squad. Flamethrowers weren't exactly used that much during the war. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I think they were only used to a certain extent. I mean, they weren't long range, so you couldn't really get close. You had to get close to the person, and well, that didn't happen a lot. But if anything, the flamethrower was used more on the western front than the eastern front. I'm not saying they weren't used on the eastern front, they were just used at a very less amount. Now, this mortar squad is actually helping me destroy the MG, because he's firing at my officers ridiculously close to it. I would not want to be that person in there. Especially right now. Now, Americans would set up their machine guns kind of like how the Germans were. I'm not so sure how much. Now, I decided to forget the mortar squad and the MG squad and just plant the charges right here and then throw a final grenade. He's shooting at the charges down there, I think. I think those were charges. Then he just throws the grenade to finish them off. Now, things like the flak jacket mainly protected from shrapnel, which is from that mortar. He's going to throw his final grenade, and the battle is going to end right here. And this will be the final moment of the Battle of Sourdevaux, France. Here we go. And my officer, if you can see him right here, he's running away from the explosions. And so are the American MGs in the mortar squad. That is the end of the Battle of Sourdevaux, France. Let's look at the battlefield a little bit. My officer is running back. Good work. Good work, Heinrich Legion. Now, there's a huge amount of officers that you can choose from. on this certain operation. Well, they're not all officers, but they're just very impressive. You can get a stormtrooper hero who has an MG something. I think he has an MG-34 light. I can't quite remember, but here's the German fuel depot, and it was not destroyed. Now instead of I think we have two mortars over here. Yeah, we have one of the mortar bunkers right here. So yeah, here we have an MG-42 heavy, which was used by these. Now MG-42 heavy teams would have one gunner, and then two people to guard the gunner, or take his place as he was killed. Now the same was used for pack guns. But pack guns needed to be manned by at least two people. You'd have a gunner, a loader, and someone to take their place if they died. Now here we have the Volks Grenadiers, the people soldiers, and the regular Grenadiers. Now in the main game, they're in squads of 4, not 3, and they can be upgraded with Panzerschrecks or MG-34 lights. Here we have an Opel Blitz truck, which was usually made for troop transport or supply transport. Some pack shells, and then here we have where the main battle took place. We have all these explosion marks from mortars all over the place. And then we have some stormtroopers. They're in squads of 4 in the real game as well. And here we have some surrendering American Rangers. Rangers were like soldiers, but they were elite soldiers. And thus ends the Battle of Sour Devil.